السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. مرحبا بكم في قناة مدارس الإيمان الخاصة. Today we will explain Unit 9, so let's start. Unit 9, Cities Around the World. Let's start with our key vocabulary for today. City طبعا بمعنى مدينة and you have to differentiate between city and town. City مدينة كبيرة ولكن town مدينة صغيرة. Around حول. The world العالم. Captain قائد أو قبطان. Interview بمعنى مقابلة أو يجري مقابلة. Newspaper بمعنى جريدة و it means also a paper. We can say newspaper or a paper. few طبعا قليل. male مذكر. being طبعا ده be plus ing. very much معنى كثير. female أنثى أو مؤنث. pilot طيار. go ahead استمر. airline خط طيران and we can say airway. abroad بالخارج. overseas حول العالم. flight رحلة طيران. co-pilot مساعد طيار. pleasure سرور. fly يعني يطير. with some verbs like طبعا الباست بتاعها liked. ask asked. work worked. thank thanked. can could. think thought. have had. fly flew. It's time for conversation time. طبعا وقت المحادثة. We will listen to a conversation and you will hear different names, so don't worry. Let's start.
Unit 9, page 55. Cities around the world. Conversation time.
A. Listen and repeat. Point to the speakers, then listen again.
Number 1.
Captain West, we'd like to interview you for our school newspaper. Could we ask you a few questions?
Sure. Go ahead.
Number 2.
How many female pilots work for your airline?
I think 1/3 of the pilots are female.
Number 3.
Do you ever fly abroad?
Yes. I have an overseas flight once a month.
Number 4.
Do you fly the plane by yourself?
No. I always have a co-pilot.
Number 5.
Do you like being a pilot?
Yes, very much.
Number 6.
Thanks for your time, Captain West.
My pleasure.
Now listen again.
Captain West, we'd like to interview you for our school newspaper. Could we ask you a few questions?
Sure. Go ahead.
How many female pilots work for your airline?
I think 1/3 of the pilots are female.
Do you ever fly abroad?
Yes. I have an overseas flight once a month.
Do you fly the plane by yourself?
No. I always have a co-pilot.
Do you like being a pilot?
Yes, very much.
Thanks for your time, Captain West.
My pleasure.
After we have listened to the conversation, let's read again and explain some points. Captain Marwa, we would like to interview you. التعبير would like to معناها want to. طبعا بتستخدم في الطلب بشكل مهذب ودايما بيجي وراها الفعل في المصدر. We would like to interview you. For our school newspaper, could we ask you a few questions? could we أو could I تستخدم في الطلب أيضا بشكل مهذب ودايما بيجي وراها الفعل في المصدر. Could we ask you a few questions? في حالة الموافقة على الطلب هتقول sure go ahead. هتعتذر هتقول sorry no. How many female pilots work for your airlines? Again, don't ever forget that how many is used to ask about number. How many دايما بستخدمها في السؤال عن العدد ودايما بيجي وراها اسم الجمع. How many female pilots work for your airline? التعبير work for يعمل لدى أو لصالح. طبعا في male the opposite is male. female يعني أنثى. male يعني ذكر أو مذكر. I think 1/3. التعبير again I think تستخدم في التعبير عن الرأي. I think 1/3 of the pilots are female. الexpression 1/3 بتساوي كلمة a third بمعنى ثلث. Do you ever fly abroad? Yes, I have an overseas flight once a month. Once, twice, 3 times بتعبر عن عدد مرات ودايما بسأل عنها ب how often. How often do you fly abroad? I fly abroad once a month. Do you fly the plane by yourself? No, I always have a co-pilot. By ذات ضمير العكس بمعنى كلمة alone. I always have a co-pilot. طبعا فرق ما بين pilot يعني طيار ولكن co-pilot طيار مساعد أو مساعد طيار. Do you like being a pilot؟ هنا السؤال بيسأل إذا كان يحب عمله كطيار. Yes, very much. Thanks for your time. طبعا هو أنا thank someone لما أحب أشكر شخص ما أقول thanks, thank you very much, thanks a lot. Thanks for your time Captain Mara. My pleasure طبعا في حالة قبول الشكر. With some language notes to focus on. Don't ever forget مش تنسى إن would like to دايما بيجي ورا فعل المصدر and it is the same as want to. اللي مش تستخدم في التعبير عما تريد. I'd like to interview you. طلب بشكل طبعا مهذب. interview يعني يحاور. interview يعني مقابلة. الانترفيور اللي هو المحاور. الverb like دايما بيجي ورا الverb زي ing أو to حتى والفعل في المصدر. I like being a pilot. I like to eat. I like to watch TV. could I أو could we تستخدم في الطلب بشكل مهذب دايما بيجي وراها الفعل في المصدر. could I use your pen? could we ask you a few questions؟ في حال طبعا الموافقة بتقول sure. حط الرفض sorry you can't. sorry you can't. With the word time. In more time today we will learn about some cities around the world. Rome, of course, it is the capital city of Italy. Tokyo, the capital city of Japan. Seoul, the capital city of South Korea. Paris, the capital city of France. San Francisco, it is a big city in the United States of America. Cairo, of course, it is the capital city of Egypt. Capital city طبعا بمعنى العاصمة. London, the capital city of England. New York City, a big city in the United States of America. Honolulu, طبعا it is a city in America. Hong Kong, a big city in China. These were some cities around the world, so let's continue. So, what is the picture number one? Of course, it is a picture for Rome. Number two, what is this? Right, it's Cairo. And of course, this is a picture for Tokyo in Japan. What is this? It's a picture for London. And this is, of course, Seoul in South Korea. But this one is New York City. Of course, this is Paris, the capital city of France. And this is a picture for Honolulu. طبعا هونولولو ده المدينة الرئيسية أو عاصمة جزيرة هاواي في الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية. This is San Francisco, a big city طبعا in the United States of America. And this is Hong Kong. It is a big city in China. طبعا it is مدينة مهمة جدا في النشاط الاقتصادي في الصين. This is a picture of the classroom. Okay, and as you can see there is a map of the world, and on this map the cities which we speak about. The cities which we speak about. In a classroom there is طبعا different things. You can speak about it as you like. There are desks and of course there are students, and some pilots are visiting them today to speak about their travel and their flights around the world. Let's move to another important point and language notes. How plus الadjective ده بسميه أسلوب من أساليب التعجب. How wonderful, how exciting. يبقى how ده الصفة بتستخدم في التعبير عن التعجب. نفس التعبير أو نفس أسلوب التعجب ممكن أستخدمه باستخدام what زائد الاسم الموصوف. بمعنى هو what plus الadjective plus noun. هو what a cool kite. What a wonderful day. في حد السؤال عن البلد هقول where are you from? Where are you from? We can ask and say where are you from or where do you come from? هقول answer طبعا I am from Mansoura, and we can answer and say I am from Egypt. I am from Egypt. In focus time we have to focus on months of the year. We can also revise them together. Of course, don't forget that we have 12 months in here. عندنا 12 شهر في السنة, starting with January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Never forget. اوعى تنسى ابدا ان احنا عادة بنستخدم in كحرف جر قبل شهور السنة. I say I went to Aswan in January or in February. I live in Cairo or I live in Egypt. يبقى حرف الجر in ممكن يستخدم كحرف جر قبل الزمان أو قبل المكان. On عادة حرف جر مستخدم قبل أيام الأسبوع. I can say I go to school on Monday, on Tuesday. Okay, so let's move to another point. In focus time also, we have two patterns of questions عندي نمطين من الأسئلة we have to focus on. The first one is when did he or they go to Hong Kong? And the answer will be he or they went in April. Or another question, how long was he, were they there? He was or they were there for 1 week. So what is the difference between asking using when and asking using how long? That is what we will learn about in the next slide. When عادة بستخدمها في السؤال عن الزمن، ولو هنسأل في الماضي البسيط هستخدم when يليها did ثم الفعل ثم الانفينيتيف فعل. I can say when did you go to Hong Kong؟ طبعا لو أنا سألت في الماضي هجاوب في الزمن الماضي. I went there in August. طبعا ذهبت إلى هناك in August هنا طبعا باين لي الفترة الزمنية. ولكن how long كأداة استفهام تستخدم في السؤال عن طول المدة الزمنية. يبقى when بتسأل عن الفترة الزمنية و how long بتسأل عن طول الفترة الزمنية. I say how long plus was or where ثم الفاعل ثم there. هنا تحديدا بسأل عن الفترة التي قضاها الشخص في مكان ما. How long were you there? I was there for 3 days. I was there for 3 days. Another explanation when I say when طبعا في الماضي بستخدم when ثم did ثم الفعل ده ممكن يكون he أو she أو they ثم go to. I say when did you go to Paris? Or I say when did she go to Paris? Or when did they go to Paris? طبعا طالما سألت في الزمن الماضي هنجاوب في الزمن الماضي. When did you go to Paris? I went in April. طبعا هنا استخدمت شهر من شهور السنة. Or I went in June. Or I went in 2016. هنا بينت السنة التي ذهبت فيها إلى باريس. مع how long بسأل عن طول الفترة الزمنية. How long was he or she؟ ودايما بستخدم was مع he or she. How long was he or she there? Or how long were you or they there? Again يبقى was بستخدم مع he or she ولكن were مع you أو they. How long was he or she there? How long were you or they there? لما أجي أجاوب طبعا I و he و she هتاخد was و I was, he was, she was there for. دايما المدة الزمنية بعبر عن طولها باستخدام for زائد المدة الزمنية. يبقى I was there for a week or for a month or for a year. Or we can say we were there for a week, a month or a year. He was there for a week. So let's listen to some practice time.
Unit 9, page 58. Practice time.
A. Listen and repeat. Then practice with a partner.
When did you go to San Francisco?
I went in March.
How long were you there?
I was there for 2 days.
Number 1.
When did you go to Taipei?
I went in April.
How long were you there?
I was there for 1 week.
Number 2.
When did he go to Paris?
He went in December.
How long was he there?
He was there for 3 days.
Number 3.
When did she go to Tokyo?
She went in June.
How long was she there?
She was there for 2 weeks.
Number 4.
When did you go to London?
I went in January.
How long were you there?
I was there for 1 day.
Number 5.
When did you go to Seoul? We went in August.
How long were you there?
We were there for 4 days.
Number 6.
When did he go to New York City?
He went in May.
How long was he there?
He was there for 2 days.
Number 7.
When did she go to Honolulu?
She went in September.
How long was she there?
She was there for 1 day.
Number 8.
When did they go to Rome?
They went in July.
How long were they there?
They were there for 5 days.
طبعا في practice time we have practiced and listened to asking questions using when and how long. مرة تانية never forget مش تنسى إن when ask about the time تسأل عن الزمن و how long تسأل عن طول الفترة الزمنية بعد كده نجاوب عليها بكلمة for أو since. Okay, let's move to another part. In reading time we will read about New York City. So let's start with our key vocabulary. Over طبعا كحرف جر وممكن نستخدمها كظرف بمعنى ما يزيد أو زيادة على. مليون طبعا مليون. Never forget إن الأعداد مليون thousand hundred never takes plural after a number. People ناس طبعا why لماذا طبعا بستخدمها دايما في السؤال عن السبب وعادة نجيب عليها بكلمة because ثم ليها فعل وفعل. most أغلب exciting بمعنى مثير place بمعنى مكان thousand ألف shop محل basketball كرة السلة opera jazz طبعا نوع من الموسيقى اسمها موسيقى الجاز كل statue of liberty تمثال الحرية Empire State Building طبعا مبنى Empire State تيكت تذكرة Broadway Theater مسرح Broadway World عالم Department Store طبعا متجر متعدد الأغراض Walking Tour جولات للتمشية Boat Tour نزهة بالقارب Available يعني متاح Information معلومات Rent a car بمعنى يؤجر سيارة. As for verbs طبعا عندي visited called helped forget forgot have had found. Now let's move to our reading topic. Let's listen.
Unit 9, page 59. Reading time.
A. Listen and read along.
Welcome to New York City, the Big Apple. Over 30 million people visit New York City every year. Why? Because it's one of the world's most exciting places. There are 18,000 restaurants, 10,000 shops, and 150 museums. Basketball, opera, theater, jazz. New York City has it all. Visit the Statue of Liberty and the Empire State Building. Get tickets for a show at a Broadway theater. Have a sandwich at Carnegie Deli. Don't forget to shop at Macy's. It's the world's biggest department store. Walking tours, boat tours, and bus tours are available daily. For information, call us at 1-800-555-2112. We can help you find a hotel room, buy plane tickets, or rent a car.
New words.
Million. World. Most exciting. Thousand. Opera. Jazz. Available. Information. Rent.
Now let's move to language notes. One of طبعا التعبير ده دايما بيجي وراه أسلوب تبطيل ثم plural noun ثم اسم جمع. I say Omar is one of the tallest boys in class. Or I say Paris is one of the most exciting cities. ده تاني one of بيجي وراه دايما أسلوب تبطيل ثم اسم الجمع. فرق ما بين go shopping and do the shopping. الاتنين طبعا بيساوي بعض ولكن دايما مع go بستخدم shopping. لو قلنا do بقول the shopping. Let's go shopping It is the same as let's do the shopping. That was everything for today. I hope you enjoyed our lesson. See you next time, inshallah. Goodbye.